Hello. Just took C out. Didn't take us a walk park, but it's going to be dead wet, isn't it? And cleaning a muddy CC is not a job I fancy for today, but we had a big massive walk. So the lady with the greyhounds, she normally has two. She lost one a couple of weeks ago. She has the rescue one, so we had a chat. CC had a chat. Well, CC had to jump up, as she does. But it's stunning out there. I've got the windows open. It's dead dark in here, isn't it? Let me put the lights on. I don't know why it's dark. Will that make any difference? Not really, no. Oh. You can see me, can't you? Anyway, so we had a little catch up. She's normally with her sister-in-law, but her sister-in-law's gone to see her sister. So they live next door but one to each other. Yeah, so the two brothers are married. But yeah, so I'm having some shreddies. It's turned the milk chocolates, either the chocolate ones. So you see them, but I'm waiting for them to go soggy because that's how I like them. And it takes me back to when I was a little girl. Used to have shreddies and wait for them to go soggy. Sometimes I like them crunchy, but today I'm waiting for them to go soggy. I was going to heat the milk, but then I thought, no, don't fancy that. So nice cold milk on there. And I've just had a protein shake. What did I have to eat yesterday? What did I have in the morning? what did I have? See, this is why I need to do day by day, because I can't remember what I had for breakfast, although I know I did have something for breakfast. For me lunch, I had a focaccia with ham, salad, cheese and coleslaw on. And then for tea, I had a stir fry, and I took a picture of that. And I will insert it. And then I had made myself like a little protein powder pudding, but with fruit. I didn't put the oats in or anything like that. Didn't count calories. It's just a bit dark, isn't it, guys? Just wondering whether I should move. I'm going to move to the living room. Hold on. I've had my shreddies. They were lovely. And do you know what I like about shreddies? Remember, I haven't had shreddies for years. I bought them the other day and I thought, you know what? Just something a little bit different. You know what I love about it? When you think you've finished, and when you go into your bowl again, and there's always a few stragglers, isn't there? That are there. What's that? Look at this blunking camera at the moment. So I enjoyed them. So I've had that. I've had my protein shake, and I'm gonna have my collagen and that in a minute. But I know I said I wouldn't say food, but you know, change my mind like the weather, don't I? Like the weather, even like the weather. So yeah, we've been on a walk. It was stunning. Seen the little lady with her greyhound. I seen that she only had one the other day when I saw them both, but I thought I'm not going to bring it up. Do you know what I mean? It's like, unless she says to me, because, you know, it's a difficult one, isn't it? Because you think, I don't want to not say anything, but sometimes it might be a little bit raw, you know, maybe further down the line of the scene, because it's funny because I see them all the time, or I don't see them, you know. But I just said, you know, or maybe I wouldn't, who knows. But it just didn't feel right when I last saw them to say anything. But yeah, she said she's looking at getting another one. That's what she does. She gets the rescue greyhounds, same as my friend Beryl. She said, but not till after Christmas. But she was saying about the fireworks last night. Monty, that's the greyhound's name, was terrified. So yeah, sad, isn't it? I mean, bonfire night's over, but who knows? You're never going to stop people setting them off, so you can say all you want. It's still going to happen, isn't it? We've got a new year coming up. You've got no control over what other people do in life, have you? So any control over yourself. Anyway, so I had my breakfast. Very, very nice. Thoroughly enjoyed. So yesterday I went down to see Dave downstairs for a cup of tea. And we did have a cup of tea because he's back on the tea, which is good. And he's into his aftershaves, as I said to you, didn't I? So he had one on the table, and I said, is that a new one? And he said, yeah. And anyway, I smelt it. And I like these tobacco ones. Do you know the ones I mean? The oud. And I can't get my head round why someone would want the smell of a pipe. But different strokes for different folks. That's fine, you know. And they've got layers, haven't they? You know, top, a middle and a bottom nose. Although nowadays they call it something else. He did say, but I can't remember. So then I was saying about the Marks and Spencer's one that I like, but it was £84. I think for the 50ml. And I was saying about the smell of roses. And he said, I've got one that smells of roses. So he came in, he sprayed it on my hand. And I said, can't smell roses on that. And he was like, no. And I was like, no. And it was like musky to me. I've had a shower. Well, I've had a bath, haven't I? So it's not going to be still there. And they are good. They're not dupes, but these are Arabic ones where they're like really strong scents, but they're say half the price of your top end ones, like your Gucci and all that. And I was going, no, I can't smell roses, Dave. And I was telling him about the Marks and Spencer's one. And he was like, no. And I was like, no, like the roses in the garden, when you're sitting in the garden. Or do you remember Kirsten got me the rose? I've still got that plant. It's still going strong. The rose, it's not flowered again. Let me just get it and show you. The rose one. I've cut that right down for winter. Hopefully next year it'll flower again for me. But it's I got some lovely flowers off that, didn't I? And sorry guys, I'm on the shot. And so I was saying, like, that smelled the roses, or the roses in the garden, well-established roses, and that smell of roses, fresh roses. I remember being a little girl, and when the summer came, you could get a jar and you could put rose petals in, and you put water in, and you left it for the summer, and when you opened it, you just call it rose perfume. It smells, that smell, and it, you know, just takes me right back. So he was like, well, I think that smells of roses. And I said, well, do you know, it's like, I can't smell roses on it. To me, it's musky. So then he said, well, there's people on the internet who think it smells of roses. And I said, well, that may well be, Dave. I said, maybe we don't smell the same. You know, maybe people smell differently, but I can't smell roses in it. I said, you know, you don't see what I see. We can't be 100% sure that how you see the world is how I see the world, or how you hear things is how I hear things. Because we don't live in each other's bodies, do we? So anyway, I came upstairs and I really wanted this perfume, and it was spenny, but I thought to myself, I've got £15 on my Look Fantastic account. So let's see how much I paid for it. Hold on. Look Fantastic, Look Fantastic, Look Fantastic. I've just been ripped off on the TikTok shop, buying them gift bags. You know what you put your gifts in instead of, and it said free shipping. When it's took the money out, it's $6.99 for the shipping. So I've tried to cancel it, but I can't. But it's my own fault for not looking so closely, isn't it? So but yeah, let's have a look. Let me find Look Fantastic. Yeah, so it ends up costing me £12.98. So I just hope they're all right. Because after that I thought, well, I should have just really wrapped the presents. But I mean, I'll wrap Baby Thomas's. Where's my orders? My points. Track my order. Where is it? Oh. It's not even showing. I have to pause you while I find it, unless we'll be here all day. So, I got the 100ml, the eau de parfum, whatever I pronounce it. Never make a French woman, would I? Down from 110 to 82.50. But because I had a £15 voucher as well, just by buying stuff off them, I got it for £68. So how good is that? So £68 for the 100ml. So I only ordered it last night. It must have been, what time did I order it last night? Honestly, it was like really quite late. Let me have a look. It was at, oh Christ, I see it. 7:10. Guys, the order came out because it does do some sort of check or something, and needs a bit of hand cream. Hold on, my hands are like pasties because they're always in water. So about 7:30 my order went through. Look what came about an hour ago, an hour and a half ago. It's here already. How good's that? So I haven't opened it. I'll do the unboxing here, if I can get into it. Cece's on an urgent note because it's a box. We all know how Cece feels about boxes. Oh, I need to get some scissors, guys. Sorry. Cece's been banished to the pen because we just have a big fight with me opening it. So there, I've opened it. So, the last perfume, I like Moschino, cheap and chic, which I found that last night, the Eau de Parfum on a site. It's £29. I really like that one as well. The last perfume that I ever 100% loved was Gucci Pink and Gucci Green. And you can't get it. It used to come in a bottle like that, a glass bottle, like a square, like about that big long glass bottle. And the last time I was able to buy that was in Gibraltar, and I was 33, so a long time ago. And I've had perfumes since. I do like Moschino, but I've never ever had one where I thought that's like me Gucci. Do you know what I mean? Where I've really loved the smell of it. You know, I've had close seconds, but never. Now this is. So, you know, I've had to put it in a pen because I need to put the cardboard down. Look. You know, I said it was dear, but then I thought to myself last night, why shouldn't I? Do you know what I mean? You've sent your signature, isn't it? So, look at the box. Pretty. And it's got patchouli in, and it's called Sublime. And it's that one. So £68. Now I know I had the £15 voucher off. That's because I buy on Look Fantastic. I don't buy all the time, but certain times, like Christmas, I'll see stuff that I need. I can't say what it is because it's like a couple of presents for people. And I'll get it, and you know, you'll get points, and the points you can redeem into pounds. And I had £15 saved up. So look at that. Look at that. Oh, it's just fell out. Look at that. Look at that. It just fell out the box. So the clumsy Clara on it. Where's me lid? Where's me lid? Where's me lid? Hold on. Let me just find me lid. Just been searching all over the show for the lid. It's like I'm going to come back on and say the lid is lost. I don't know where it is, but Cece will find it after. But the lid's on it. Look, that's the lid. So there she is in all her glory, floral streets, and it's just the thought. I'm having it for myself. Happy Christmas, Janine. Happy Christmas. Bought myself anyone else for Christmas. I'm going to buy myself presents, aren't I? So let's have a little spray. Oh, it's just so nice. Oh, and it takes me back to that time when I was a little girl in the summer, and I made that rose petal perfume, and I left it all summer, and I opened it and it smelled. Oh, it was divine. I wish you could smell it, guys. If you go to Marks and Spencer's, the big ones, I mean, it mightn't be this one that, you know, you fancy, but it's just so nice. It's like, I think there's 6 of them. I think you might like another one, but I'll just read you what it's about. What's the blurb? But it's just so nice. And it's one of them ones that you could literally take a bath in it. Do you know what I mean? And it's just that rose smell that hits me, and it takes me back, do you know what I mean, to a happy time in my childhood when I was like, but let me just get the blurb up and I'll tell you, and then you'll know whether, it's so nice. But the rose smell hits you as soon as you spray it, and you keep getting wafts of it. Hold on a minute. So it says, just keep getting the smell. Top notes: incense, pink pepper. Heart notes: wild geranium, damask rose absolute, and midnight violet. And the base notes are patchouli, labdanum, benzoin, sounds like a chemical, doesn't it? And olibanum, you might pronounce it better than me. And it says, amuse your inner creativity The floral street Cypre sublime eau de parfum captivates the senses with an exotic and mesmerising fragrance. Wrapped in a vibrant floral design, the perfume bottle itself is a work of art. This modern and glamorous Cypre opens with notes of smoky incense and sharp pink pepper, shrouding a rich, intense bouquet of florals. Feel inspired by a blend of purified damask rose, absolute, violet and geranium, soaring into spirit awakening a libidinum for a captivating finale. It's just lovely. So if you do go to Marks and Spencer's, one of the biggest stores, just go and have a look. And it's just like, you know, when you're out, like I love this when I'm out. Like the other week, about say 4 or 5 weeks ago, I was walking around the corner and someone had put their autumn pansies out. Do you know what I mean? And I got a waft of them, and I love that when you're out and about and you get the waft of flowers. Do you know what I mean? I love all that. So I love floral, and that's why I love the Gucci, because it was very floral. And it's hard to find a perfume that is you. So I found it, and it was 68 quid, which I think for the 50ml is like from 55 to something. So I feel I did well, but it's my new fave. So, and I hope Kirsten's in the office on Friday so she can smell it too, because she likes her perfumes, does Kirsten. And that's the normal time she's in the office. So, but it's just like, so it says fragrance is intensified by the warmth of your own body. Applying the creases of your knees and elbows for a longer lasting super scent. After applying, avoid rubbing or dabbing skin. This breaks down the fragrance, causing it to wear off more quickly. If you prefer placing fragrance on your wrist, be sure to reapply after frequent hand washing, as this tends to rinse off the scent. Oh, so that's interesting, isn't it? In your elbows and behind your knees. Yeah, so it's just, I wanted to share it with you. And I'm so glad I bought it, because, you know, 34 I was when I went to Gibraltar. I went on like a little working holiday. And it's like, I'm 55 now, so that's a long bloody time, isn't it? But yeah, so there she is in all her glory. Yeah, mwah, beautiful. Anyway, I'm getting off. I'll see you later. Bye. I can't find a picture of last night's tea. I thought I deleted it, but then I went on my deleteds and it's not there. So it was a stir fry, a mushroom egg stir fry. I'll probably do the same tonight, so it'll just be a, oh, it's here. The same again, same but different. Making a salad, just with stuff I've got left in the fridge. That tomato, still got one tomato left. Just can't seem to be able to use these tomatoes. I've got these sugar snap peas as well. I can't seem to find a date on them that they go off, but you know me, I don't follow dates, do I? So just making this. I think I'm done. I'm gonna have a stir fry for tea. I think I'll quite enjoy that. So this is my dinner. I did show me breakfast, didn't I? Did. There's just plenty of things. I've just made a protein pudding. Put some chia seeds in it, and just made it with water, and only 200 mils. 200, was it 200? Yeah, so it thickens up. If you've got, I mean, I know I use a blender, but if you've got, say, just let me show you, I'll put it in the fridge now. If you've got one of these, I just don't put the ball in that, and you just shake it for a good while, which is a bit of a workout, isn't it? It does thicken up. Just try with 150 ml first, or 200 ml of just water in that. And then a little salad. I've got a piece of ham left here. I don't know what I'm going to do about dinner tomorrow for work. I haven't thought that through, have I? Maybe I could make an egg. Got one piece of ham left. I'm going to have a bit of cheese as well. An egg batch. Couldn't I? I've got no condiments in, have I? Because my fridge isn't big enough. But I'm quite enjoying the fact that I've got no condiments in, guys. Because it's making me think more like, I'm going to put a bit of spice on this. Do you know what I mean? I've got some of that coleslaw, so I could do like an egg and coleslaw batch, couldn't I? There's not much of that left now, but it's too much to go on this, isn't it? So I'll just put a bit of that in there. Just put some bean sprouts in there as well, because I've got loads of bean sprouts left. So I'm assuming you can eat them raw, because you only heat them up, don't you? Do you know what I mean? I would think so. I'll let you know. But I must admit, if I could, but I won't. Now I could think I'm not that hungry. Do you know what I mean? But I need to make sure that I stick to eating. But this is day 3, isn't it now, of Wegovy? And I sat there then just before. I'm watching. What did I watch last night? I forgot to tell you. I'll have to tell you. It was on Netflix, and it was based on a true story. It was about a little young boy and his brother, and he murdered the stepfather. Is it called Responsible Child? Or I'll have a look and I'll this one I'm watching is a series on Netflix, and it's called The Beast in Me. So it's about a woman whose son gets killed. Sounds a bit morbid, doesn't it? And in a car accident, and she splits. He gets hit by someone who she thinks was a drunk driver, and he gets off with it because he refused a breathalyzer test. Anyway, that's the start of the story, but she ends up splitting up from her partner, and this guy moves in. She lives in like, I think it's like a gated community. This guy moves in, and he's a famous person, but he's not liked. And the story is about, she starts writing about him. That's as much as I'll tell you, and that's as far as I've got with it, to be fair. But this seems good. I like it when you put something on and you're like, you can get into it, do you know what I mean? Rather than some things I put on, I think, oh, it's going to be loads of poo, this, and I only get half an hour in, and I go, no, I'm sacking that off. I'm a bit impatient like that. But this looks good, The Beast in Me, and the other one is called, hold on. Did I say Responsible Adult? Responsible Child, it's called. And it is based on a true story. And it is a bit harrowing at times, but I like true story. And it for want of a better word, it's good. Yeah, it's just, I like things that, I like real life, do you know what I mean? Not all the time, obviously. It's nice to have a bit of light-heartedness, but it's just, anyway, watch it. You just don't know sometimes, do you? Especially when it's to do with a child as well. So, but there's no, like, it leaves a lot to your imagination. Do you know what I mean? So there's no, like, real violence in it or anything like that. You don't see a child getting hit or anything like that, because I wouldn't watch anything like that. But it's good, and it's about the justice system and how it works. It is English, yeah, it is. But it's good. It's a good one. But The Beast in Me, which is a series, is going to be good. And the guy in it, something Jarvis, his sex name is, he's a really likeable character, believable, do you know what I mean? So, I've got my salad, I think. What am I going to put on it, guys? What should I put on it for a little bit of zhuzh? Should we have a bit of Old Bay seasoning? Shall we? This is so versatile, this. I got it from Asda yonks ago. It's nearly all gone now. But I'm going to move the bits out the way, the cheese and the ham over there. And I'm just going to sprinkle, not with that, sprinkle a little bit on. How many spoons do I get through, tell you? But just do a little sprinkle, I think. Just to give it a bit of a kick and a bit of a taste. This is because I've got no condiments. But it's making me think outside the box. All I've got in the fridge, condiments, is brown sauce. And to be fair now, even when Abigail comes, she's like, oh no, it's okay, Mum. So it's a good way to wean yourself off something. Because I was terrible, like for wanting mayo and salad cream, love salad cream. But I seem to be doing okay without it. And then for me, pudding, I've got some of that fruit, haven't I, there? I've got my pineapple and I've got apples. I've got a banana that's going to the dogs. That's starting to go like that. I might even make a banana batch putty for tomorrow with some cinnamon and honey. I've got batches in the fridge or baps. So yeah, so this is me pudding for me after me salad. I'm just waiting for it to thicken up, but there it is in there. I'm just going to eat it out of there, save the washing up. But yeah, if you've got one of these shaky things, you don't need a blender. You're going to, like, not the blender thing, you know my NutriBullet, what Davey got me. You can just give it a good shake in that, and then it works just the treat, just the same. So I'm going to go and enjoy this now. Keep watching me film. Put all that away in a bit after I've ate. I used to want to get everything put away, didn't I? Like that, clean up before, but it doesn't matter, does it? Do you know what I mean? And I'll see you later for tea. Bye bye. Bye bye. Oh yeah, and P.S. Oh, I still smell it. Still getting this bath. I'll have to take my necklace off though, because I got some on my necklace. My sister got me this, Karen, years ago. I think it's making me itch because metal and perfume don't mix. So got my little Tiffany cloth, what I got from my Tiffany jewellery that I didn't get, and I'm gonna give it a clean after a wash and a clean. But I've took it off because I was itching. So yeah. But yeah. Oh, still smell like roses. See you later, guys. Bye. Look, so I was thinking to myself before, I'm just going to wash up these few dishes. It's not, do you know, I've never thought about it like this, but essentially, do you know them protein mousses that you get from Aldi, Lidl, Asda? They're everywhere, aren't they? I've tried them, I don't like them, don't know whether anyone else has. It's never struck me before. That's all that is really, is if you make it in with water, but I think them protein powders, unless they're vegan, have gelatin in. And not protein powders, the protein mousses, you know the ones I mean, don't you? And I think that's why I just never liked the consistency, but it's just never struck me. I thought, well, all I'm doing is making a protein mousse, but using protein powder and water and giving it a juice in the shakeroonie, do you know what I mean? So, yeah. So, I thought to myself, if I have me pudding now, then I'll have me stir fry, and then try not have a pudding afterwards, do you know what I mean? So I'm not eating so much later on in the night, because I read something, I mean, I know this, I think I've known it already, but you know what I'm like, I forget stuff, that the later you eat, the harder your body has to work to digest the food. And you're not really resting if you're eating later. So I'm going to try again. Nothing hard and fast. Don't know what time I'm going to have my tea tonight. I'm going to try for 5, so maybe I'll have finished it by 6. So that if I go to bed at 10, it gives 4 hours. Don't know. Try for 4. It's about 3 o'clock now. I've been engrossed in that film, and that's what I mean. As much as I can eat, and it's not suppressed my appetite, today I haven't sat there, as I've said, and had any thoughts about food thinking, whereas last night I was thinking about it, but I didn't have that urge, controllable urge, to just get up and look in the cupboard and think, what can I eat, what can I eat, what can I eat? Do you know what I mean? So that's the difference. But I've certainly been able to eat, you know, it's just the thoughts aren't there. So I'm going to finish this mousse, the beast in me. Oh, it's going to be good, it's going to be good. Yeah, it's like a psychological thriller. What could I liken it to? Don't know, can't remember. But anyway, I'm off. Also, I'm sure it was Kirsten that said to me about Aldi's, Aldi, Lidl's fruit and veg being much better. And she's spot on. That salad I bought on Wednesday, didn't I? So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 5 days. 5 days I've had it. And all the like the bean sprouts, the mange tout, the petit pois, the noodles, they're all still good in the fridge. Now, if they'd have been from Aldi, they'd have been knackered. Now, I know that banana's gone a little bit doodah, but that's in with the other fruit, and I like me bananas like that anyway. So what I'll probably do is a quick one for tea, because I think this video is at 30 minutes already. Pardon me, sorry guys. So I'll just show you the picture of me stir fry and then say me goodbyes. But not yet, obviously, when you see me stir fry after. Back to me film, me series. Try. So that's what it is, the stir fry chicken. And it is, the sauce is Chinese style, but because I had loads of mange tout and noodles and everything, I put half and half. So I put the hoisin stir fry sauce in the half and half, so half the portions, and then I've got 4 portions. So it's got mange tout in, sugar snap peas, noodles and bean sprouts, and then the little bit of vegetables that were in with the mix, which is like that, the package. I'll just show you. So it's got half the chicken in there and some like peppers and pak choy and spring onions. Not a lot, guys. You would have to add to it, I feel, but I'm just going to dish up. Hold on. So there she is in all her glory. As I say, that's the one with the, was it the hoisin? It was, wasn't it? So, or Chinese style, what does it matter? But I've got 4 portions, but I suppose it solves the problem what I'm going to have for lunch on Monday and Tuesday, because I can just take them in and have them. So I'm going to get off and get this while it's hot. Do you know what I mean? Because stir fry doesn't stay hot for long, does it? But it looks nice, doesn't it? Pretty much the same I had last night. I wish I had a bit of salad to go with it, but I haven't. So what can you do? Anyway, I'm going to say for today, it's been lovely chatting, and take care of yourself. Be kind to yourself, look after yourself, and always love yourself, and give yourself a big, big hug if you need one. All right? Mwah. Bye-bye, guys.